Hey guys, thanks for watching. Welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to read through my essays to the University of Pennsylvania. I applied to the Wharton Business School, which I was accepted to. Yay, didn't go there. But since some of you may be interested, I was thinking I would just read my common application and my supplemental essay to the school so that maybe you might gather some inspiration from it. I don't know, I feel like everyone's so different that you shouldn't read too much into what I wrote down, but thought it'd be nice to share for anyone who's just curious on what I wrote to get in. I've gone back and read through these and I don't really know why they were accepted, but yay, I guess. So I'll probably put the times up of when I'm changing between the two essays, so if you just want to hear one and not the other, you can go ahead and skip this first one. I'm going to read the common application first and then my supplemental pen essay after. Also, follow me on Insta at mikaelacherelle. I'll probably put it up on the screen at some point, so okay, here's my common application. When I imagine home, I typically picture my red brick house with familiar shops and restaurants nearby, and my mom and dad standing in the driveway, smiling with open arms. The image was always so clear in my head. My home with my parents was my comfort zone, the place that always seemed reliable. So when I found myself hugging them goodbye at the airport before boarding my flight to Washington, D.C. for the Nestle China summer program, knowing I would not return home for 6 weeks, I felt terrified. How would I find my home all the way across the globe? Although fear initially ran through me, once I arrived in Nanjing and began forming a relationship with my host family, I felt hopeful I could learn to embrace change and redefine my perception of home. My nerves mainly stemmed from my fear of not being able to fully communicate with my host family, as we were only permitted to speak Mandarin with them. At our pre-departure orientation, we were instructed to refer to our host parents as Ai and Shushu, aunt and uncle, but the moment I met them, they insisted I call them mom and dad, which is representative of how I grew to feel about them as the program went on. When my host sister Beryl and I first became acquainted, my host mom excitedly pulled out her iPad, taking pictures and filming us. She told me she hoped Beryl and I would become best friends and keep in contact long after my return to the US. Her excitement was infectious and made me feel more eager to join their family and learn more about them. One way my host mom and I bonded was through our weekly trips to the market. Crossing roads could get dangerous, so whenever my host mom and I walked together, she would grasp my hand tightly, even after we had safely crossed the road. I thought it was adorable and found her motherly reflexes really comforting, which allowed us to grow closer and build a level of trust between us that I will always remember and treasure. When visiting historical areas, there were often large amounts of tourists from rural areas of China who had never seen a foreigner before, much less someone dark-skinned like me. Assuming I could not speak Chinese, they inquired my mom about where I came from and why I was in Nanjing. In response, my mom would put her arm around me and proudly proclaim that I was a great Chinese speaker who could introduce myself. Her confidence in my Mandarin abilities, even when I did not have as much confidence in myself, really empowered me with self-assurance. My host mom and I appeared a rather comical pair. A tall, black American girl with long braids striding alongside a short, kind-faced Chinese woman. If someone had told me the two of us would form such a close bond by the end of the program, I would have thought they were crazy. Those 6 weeks abroad showed me not to dismiss any possibility, though, as sometimes you form the most worthwhile relationships in the most unexpected situations. Even though my host mom and I came from two completely different worlds, our bond had grown so strong by the end of the program that we both had a difficult time parting ways. Our relationship taught me the importance of interacting with people culturally distinct from myself, which has made me a more globally aware person. This experience gave me the assurance I needed to pursue more opportunities like this in the future, and taught me that it is not the material comforts you are surrounded by that make your home a home. It is the people you surround yourself with and the relationships you form with them that can make any place feel like home. So I actually kind of like that essay. That was kind of cute. It's not some kind of literary genius necessarily, but the ideas presented in it, I think, are probably what made it stand out. And so my other essay is my Upenn supplemental essay, and it was just one question and it had to be between 400 and 650 words. And so the essay was, How will you explore your intellectual and academic interests at the University of Pennsylvania? Please answer this question given the specific undergraduate school to which you are applying. So basically, basic question, why do you want to go to this school? What will you offer to the school? That's like a question like most schools ask, except this one's like 10 times longer than any of the other ones I had to write. And just a reminder, I applied to Wharton, which is the business school, so my essay is like directed kind of at that. Here we go. The business field has fascinated me since a young age when I began watching Shark Tank because it encompasses a wide range of career paths, including finance, marketing, management, and entrepreneurship. This initial fascination remained in me over the years and is the reason I want to attend the University of Pennsylvania. The Wharton School's reputation clearly precedes it because of its renowned faculty and development of business leaders, but my interest in Wharton mainly stems from my admiration of its emphasis on simulated learning. Wharton encourages its students to gain hands-on experience in the areas that intrigue them, and for me, that area is entrepreneurship. I love how entrepreneurship allows people from all backgrounds the opportunity to address a problem in their community and grow that mere idea into a thriving business. A major aspect of growing a business is understanding one's target market to develop effective advertising strategies, which is why I want to study marketing at Penn. Wharton offers a plethora of opportunities for its students to apply their acquired business knowledge in an entrepreneurial setting, one of them being Penn's collection of student-run businesses, Penn Student Agencies. I believe that becoming involved in one of these businesses or starting my own on campus would be an asset to me because I could not only gain work experience to prepare me for a post-collegiate career in business, but also better identify which aspects of running a business appeal to me most, which would help me solidify my concentration choices. For example, if I love designing promotional materials for vendors while working for PSA Promotions, I would likely declare marketing as one of my concentrations. Additionally, because I want to start my own entrepreneurial venture while at Penn, competing in the Penn Wharton Entrepreneurship Startup Challenge would be an incredible chance to earn money to launch my startup. Learning how to address business in a global context is also an interest of mine. I want to learn more about business interactions between different regions, especially where China is concerned. I've been studying Mandarin for 6 years because I know that China makes up a large share of the international business industry, and many American companies do business in China, and I intend to continue my Chinese language studies at Penn. Wharton has a global analysis secondary concentration that has a study abroad component, which would allow me to learn about global business in a culturally and linguistically immersive environment. I know from my past experiences studying abroad in Beijing and Nanjing, China, that immersion is the most effective way to master a language, and Wharton offers several programs for its students to do this through. The study abroad program that most interests me is one Wharton offers at Tsinghua University, School of Economics and Management in Beijing, because Beijing is a major hub for business in China. I would be taking Wharton-level business courses while improving my Chinese fluency. Last summer, I took a course called Philanthropy 101 that taught me the importance of creating sustainable charity. Some of the ideas presented in the course shocked me, one of them being that many forms of charity actually demean the communities they intend to help by creating a dependency cycle between givers and receivers. I now wish to apply my new understanding of performing service in a way that empowers the people it helps practically by studying how business intersects with philanthropy and how businesses can become leaders for social change. Because of my entrepreneurial, linguistic, and philanthropic aspirations, I want to earn my BS in economics from the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton with a concentration in marketing and either global analysis or social impact and responsibility. When I toured Penn, I loved its buzzing business environment, students' ambition, and diversity, so I hope I can study in the Wharton School next year. That essay kind of went in a bunch of different directions, but I think what was good about it is that it was really specific to the school. It was clearly not something I copy and pasted between schools, which I think is something that gets a lot of people disqualified with their essays, because sometimes it's pretty clear if you just wrote a generic essay and are applying it to a bunch of places, because I want to see you mention specific programs you want to get involved in. But that's all for this video. It was pretty simple. Just thought I'd go ahead and put it out there because someone requested it. And obviously, I don't go to Penn, I go to Miami, but Miami didn't have any essays other than the Common App essay to apply to get in, so I just figured I'd throw this one in there as just an extra essay you can hear. I did have to write an essay for the scholarship I got at Miami, but that came months later, so if there's any interest in that, maybe I'll make a video with that. like later next semester. And yeah, if you have any more video requests, feel free to drop a comment. I'll probably be making a video of a little clothing haul from this website I really like now called Shein. I bought a bunch of stuff over there that I've accumulated over time and kind of want to show how great it is. So thank you. Come back next time, and bye.